Welcome back, everybody. It's 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Yes, I used to say at 8, but it's 7 now, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And that means another episode of Tech Talk Live. All right. This is, I guess, substantially the first episode of the season, and we're doing some new stuff here. Uh, I am just clicking the go live button on Instagram, and I don't know if that's going to work or not. But that is a new feature that is part of StreamYard, which is the platform that I use, and we will see if anybody actually joins or not, or if this thing works. But welcome everybody. We actually kicked off the season last week with RO, the RO 3D folks. Welcome, David. Yes, you are the first. There we go. Welcome. And we did a pre-recorded episode with them due to time change and that kind of stuff, and that went up on the sites, on the socials last week. But this week is going to be our first of 2024, which is season 4, and also the first in the new time slot, which is 7 p.m. Mountain Time. That would be 6 Pacific, 8 Central, and 9 Eastern, and then I'm not sure Hawaii, Alaska, and everywhere else in the world, but in the wee hours of the morning over in Europe. It looks like we've got connections going out onto Instagram now. So for any of the folks out on Instagram, if voice is coming across okay, drop me a note. I don't have a good way to interact with you using this particular desktop setup, but at least I can see questions as long as I'm looking at the stuff that scrolls across. All right, so we've got the sundries out of the way, the welcomes and the it's a new year kind of thing. Now, one thing that is also new is I'm playing with a new piece of technology that's built in to this particular streaming platform that allows me to do multi-camera here, and I have a camera now that's kind of above down viewing, so it's actually mounted on the edge of my monitor, and it uses some supposedly AI stuff to show things on the table in front of you. And I'm going to use that today as we go through and take a look at some new products. Right, so we've got this Galaxy Watch and the S24 Ultra from Samsung. Right, so I'm going to unbox those today while answering any questions around home theater or anything else that people want to chat about, and just hanging out in general. We will start having guests next week, and we will have brands and also personalities. I've reached out to brands already, and I'm scheduling all that stuff up. So, we're going to have a lot of heavy hitters. We're going to have Storm Audio. We're going to have Trenov, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There'll be a lot of really nice companies, some AI companies doing some really cool stuff that I want to talk about beyond. And the show covers all of technology, entertainment technology. So that's everything from a computer to a TV to a home theater to speakers to amps to pretty much anything with power that you use that makes you say, "Oh, that's pretty cool." That's what the channel is about. All right. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and jump in and you work on this grand experiment that we've got going today for all of this stuff, right? So for the unboxing, and like I said, grand experiment, and we're going to see exactly what's going on here. So we're going to set this off on the side. I'm going to move my keyboard here, and that gives us some space to work. And this kind of works pretty well. Makes it look a little bit weird with the angle. You can see how the bottom here is a little bit fatter. That's because it's not truly on top. The camera is here rather than top down here. It is what it is. And I don't know that I'll need this, but who doesn't like a good multi-tool, right? Just because, I don't know, maybe this thing needs a little cajoling to come out of the box. And I love my multi-tools. What should we do first? Let's talk about it a little bit, right? So this is the S24 Ultra. This is the new one. And this supposedly is going to be orange. That's what I ordered, and we'll see if it actually. Mysterious Marriott says Brian can open his box along with you. Absolutely, and it makes everything look cooler. I agree. I think they're referring to this. Oh, so a lot of people apparently got their phones today too. So that's awesome. But this is supposed to be one of the exclusive. Oh, look, I can do up here, and I can do it down here. Exclusive colors. And then the watch, I think, is just black. And this is a Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. And when I was picking the watch, there's a classic and then the new style. And I really had a hard time distinguishing between the features between the classic and the new one. I think one has a whatever the part around the edge of the watch that you can spin. I think one has a spinny and one does not have a spinny. And those were the differences. And then here's off topic from David. Can you review the Lumigen Radiance Pro? And then he wants to buy one for the nonlinear stretch function. So if I can get my hands on one, I'll absolutely do that. I will have my hands on a Mad VR sometime in 2024, probably closer to the Q3 kind of time frame, but that will be coming. But I don't have any contacts at Lumigen at this point. I don't know anybody there, and I don't know if they have loaner units or that kind of stuff. But we'll. I'm happy to do it, and I would love to. And I've got projections set up, and I could test it in all kinds of different ways. So, absolutely happy to do that if I can get my hands on one. So we also have here some. Let me see. I think to really get it not distorted, it needs to be directly under the camera. So I've got this guy. So this is a iPhone 15 Pro Max, and this is the S23, and then this is going to be the S24. So I'm going to start with the watch, and we're going to take a look at that and see what it looks like. So nice packaging. Looks good, right? I've never owned a Samsung watch before. This is going to be completely new to me, and I've only to tell my dark dirty secret. This was my first Android phone, the S23 last year, which was fine, although I did end up using my iPhone as my talking device, and then I just use this for filming, posting to socials, and that kind of thing. And it's not even charged now. Is that so bad? But here we go. So let's. Oh, look, I like these little pulley things. Oh, that was a fail. They totally failed. It didn't work right. And see, that one didn't work right either. All right, let's see if these work correctly. Maybe I just need to do a different angle and do it slowly. I kind of did halfway on that one. Let's try this one. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Got that one to work. You know what this really means, though? There's a need for multi-tool. All right. And wouldn't it be kind of funny if I just, cut the heck out of myself trying to use this thing? Let's see. Nah, do I need the sawtooth? No sawtooth. What else do we got in here? Oh, there's a blade. All right. So let's cut this bad boy. Bring it. Let's go. Bing. Bing. All right, there we go. David, I would really love to try out a Lumigen. And just to talk about that a little bit more, I do feel like Mad VR has taken the lead in the market as far as all that stuff is concerned. I don't know. I've never seen anyone really do that direct kind of one-to-one comparison, but it feels like the Mad VR stuff is way far ahead. I don't know, but it feels like that. All right, here we go. Whoa. Oh, I've got a voice changer. I wonder if this does anything good. So,
is my voice different? Do I sound different?
And then there's this one too.
Am I different now? Did it sound different?
I don't know. There we go. All right. So there's a box here on top. Let's make sure you can see everything. And then here's the Extreme Sports Band. All right, on. It's Extreme. And then the actual watch itself. All right. Okay. I guess the thing to note here, some assembly required. Let's see. There we go. I wonder if it's better to do it up here. Probably will be better to do it up there. But yeah, some assembly required. This is not put together at all. Although I guess they're not being, sued to oblivion for their oxygen sensor. I don't know, like the iPhone or the Apple Watch. All right, so that's cashed out. And let's see what kind of goodies we got in here. Oh, there's more. There's more. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's on the other side. Okay. over here, maybe. Oh, yep. All right. Well, not a lot more. So we have some little instructions here, which I should probably read. Need support, register your device, get started, get connected, band adjustment tips. All right, we'll get to that in a minute. And then here we have a charging cable, I assume. Hey, there's a cable. Look at that. And this looks just like the Apple one. I guess it just pops on. Yep. Look at that. I guess it would be kind of hard to come up with a interesting form factor that doesn't require something to plug in that's not just this. And this seems good, right? It absolutely works. All right, we'll set that to the side. And now the watch band. God, I can't see. I am old. Yeah, no laughing, folks. I know I'm old. Whenever I do this, my wife completely makes fun of me. She's like, oh, and then if I ever do this thing where you try to look at something and you pull it way out, like, oh, what's going on? Yeah, she does it too, though. That's what happens when you turn 18. Or something, right? I think that's very much in the or something. Okay, that did very little for me. All right, let's go back up here and try this one. I guess this is the joy of doing all this stuff live. In a pre-recorded version of this, you just kind of do it and then, cut out all this part that takes you forever when you stumble on trying to open a box 8 times. So David says, oh no, distraction is fine. That's what we're here for. It's all about the questions and helping folks out. I got no money from Ad VR. Very few of us do. I completely understand and feel that. Yeah, it's not cheap. I mean, once you start moving up into that kind of stuff, you're getting to the video processors and the high end processors, AVR audio processors. Man, that it's all super expensive. But that's that's kind of part of the whole deal, right? It's the enthusiast market. All right, so we are down to these 2 components, and I don't know that they've put that together. I don't know if it matters. I don't even know how to turn this on. Let me see. Maybe. Okay, so this thing is spinny. That's kind of cool. And then there are little numbers on the inside of the rim of the bezel, I don't know what you call it on a watch. This is called crystal, right? I'm not a watch guy at all, so I don't know like what the terms are for this stuff. And I don't even know if this is charged. Let's hold this button down. That button obviously does nothing. Let's hold this button down. That button obviously does nothing, I think. Did it click? Did it make a sound? No. It's my imagination. Just my imagination. All right. So I got nothing on that. So I guess if it's on your wrist, the buttons would be on the outside or the hand side so that you can touch them. So this is how this would go. And then is it like this? I mean, I really don't wear watches. So is the buckle on the top part here? Anybody know? Anybody watching able to answer and help me? I don't think so. I think everybody's like, no, I'm not going to help you struggle. All right, I guess I'll just struggle. I really don't have another watch to compare to. Or is it like this? Right? I don't know. I'm going to have to pull up a picture now. All right, so I'm going to go Google a watch. All right. This is so sad. Let's search for watch. Okay. And let me see if I can find a large picture of a watch. They show all of them with the watches, like with the pieces flipped back. So that's not very helpful for me. Okay. All right. So it looks like it's like this. All right. So the clasp section is on the top. All right. Which goes around the wrist this way. Hold it. Now it's upside down. Oh, okay. That's great. Now, okay. Maybe he means that this is the right way. Okay. Here we go. All right. People are like, I'm trying to help. I can't help you. So now there has to be a way to connect these things together. There are little, it's really hard to see, but there are little pins in here. Let's put it, maybe will this focus? Maybe not. Can you focus on me? Come on, technology. All right. Anyway, there are little pins here on the inside. And I don't know. Let's see. There's a hole in there for this. That doesn't seem to work though. Oh, maybe. Oh, look. Okay, here it is. Check it out. There's a switch here, and you push this, and the pins retract. So then you can go, I guess, from the top or the bottom and get this thing in there. If you were manually dexterous, which I don't guess I am. Yeah, this might require like a professional. Okay, another thing too to note is it looks like this really is one way. So if you look at the edge here, it's hollowed out on the top and not on the bottom. So to put this in, you have to come in from the bottom. See, this is a tutorial. There's value here. You thought this was going to be useless video. No, sirree. This has got some stuff going right here. All right, so you have to come in from the bottom. You have to push the button, and then it's only slightly difficult to get done. All right, so let's try it one more time. Nope, that's definitely not working for me that time. Okay, it is. The button does work. I think you put it in, and then you really got to go forward with it a little bit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you just have to fiddle with it a little bit, and finally the pins will find their spot. All right. Okay, so that's a pretty chonky watch. And you know, this is black. This is gray with a lighter gray inside. And then on the back side, you can see that lighter gray extended out through. And I'm going to try and put this on. You can watch me in the big one as I struggle with this part. Okay, this feels right. Yeah, this I'm remembering wearing watches, and I have a pretty thick wrist, and this was the medium large size, I guess. And on my wrist, I have a whole 2 extra units of space here. Now, what I don't have is a way to put this down. There's a hole, and I suppose I could loop it under, maybe. I guess you are supposed to loop it under, although that feels really cheesy to me. I don't know if I really like that or not. I guess you can kind of see that there. Let me do this. Oh, look, I swapped it. All right, so you can see how it just loops under, and I would rather have here on this side, something to hold it that I could push it under, so it's not like poking underneath. But that's it is what it is. So this is this. Maybe it's easier for you to see on the big one. All right, so look at that. Manly. Look, watch. Now, if I could make it turn on for you, maybe you hold both buttons. Oh, yeah. So to turn it on, I have buttons. Oh, outlined in red. All right, so I'm going to take this off, and I'll look and see. So I'm trying. So sorry if your comments are scrolling off before I can see them. I'm doing this on multiple windows and trying to keep up. Oh, look, I guess that did do it. So we have some kind of power coming. So whatever I've done, although, yeah, this one has red, and you are absolutely correct. So that did get something going here. So, and this camera isn't really going to capture that super nicely. I guess it's getting there a little bit. Maybe if I hold it this way, yeah, this will make the text more readable. All right, so we're into a little spinny deal now. And maybe I can make this even a little bit bigger for, there we go, that's a little bit bigger. All right, so we went back to blank screen. Okay, so it's got some haptics, and I felt the haptics click, and we are now Galaxy Watch 6 Classic HMGM. I don't know what HMGM means, but that's what it says. All right, and it's got a, I guess, a swipe up here at the bottom. Galaxy Watch 6 Classic HMGM. Get started in the Galaxy wearable app on your phone. Oh, I don't have a phone set up right now. But you can scroll up again and you get to language help and accessibility. All right, I'm going to close my email client so it stops going ding dong. All right, so I think at this point, we now need to move on and work on the phone. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. So let's put this here at the top. Stay. Don't go anywhere. All right, and we'll move on to the next piece of this puzzle. All right. Ta-da. All right. Oh, look, I even did it where you could read it. So where it's interesting. So the way I can read it is the way that it can read it. So it's totally flipping all this stuff around for me automatically, which is kind of cool. And for everybody on Instagram, thank you so much for all the help. I really appreciate that. You guys are lifesavers out there, as you know. All right, now let's see if these pull better than the other ones. Okay. It says, do not accept if seal is broken. Caution, sealed package. And this arrow is pointing inside on each side. Come on now. Oh. All right, that was satisfying. That was good. There's nothing wrong with that one. David's all like, the lag is killing me as I'm trying to help you. All right, so here comes the orange. Our mysterious one is asking for it. All right, that one worked too. All right. I guess this is representative of the 3 special colors. Okay, I don't know. Oh, what movie is this? Oh, but you never get to see inside. Oh, anybody know? Come on. Oh, if I had a light in here, that would have been absolutely awesome. Okay, bam, there we go. It's not like a super orange. The color on my screen is pretty close to what I'm seeing here, so it's not too far off. Here, let me see. Oh yeah, let's get my face back in here because this is the money maker, right? What's in the box? That's a good one. And now that you say that one, I think that might be the better one. But the one that I was actually thinking about was the Quentin Tarantino movie that had the 2 guys and come on, you guys, help me out here. Quentin Tarantino movie is probably 20, 30 years old now or something like that. And Pulp Fiction. This is why he's smarter than me. He knows everything. Yes, that's the one I was thinking of. Pulp Fiction. All right, here we go. So we can pull that up a little bit and it comes up. Now, I don't know why, but things that I'm getting now have this sticker on them, right? And it's got a kind of a QR code, and it's I guess it's just the specifics because it says 1 terabyte there. You can't read it, but it's specifics about the phone. But I don't like it on there, right? I'm kind of it'll peel off really easy, but I'm kind of scared to peel it off too. I don't know. All right, but we'll set this to the side for now. Man, we'll do some comparisons here in just a minute. Okay, in here. All right, there. Doesn't feel to be anything else in there. Oh, and I just want to comment. Check out my back here. Look, I was going for like super moody lighting, and when I have my practical lights on me, look at me using special terms, the practical lights. everything turns super yellow, right? The white balance just goes absolutely wonky. So I turned them off, and then it was just like pitch black in here, except for my face, and I looked like, you know, some kind of ghost story thing. So I had a little fill light that I stuck in the back, and it was purple. And then I couldn't find the app on my phone to change the color, so I just kept it purple. And here we are. Oh, and if anybody wants to come on the show, anybody that I know, and you have a computer, you know, jump on YouTube and you know, drop me a message in chat here, and I'm happy to link you in and we can chat. You know, I'm always looking for folks to come on, and I didn't have a co-host tonight, so I'm running solo, but I always prefer to have another person on here chit-chatting with me. So if anybody does want to come on, you know, I'm always welcome for everybody to join in the fun. Okay, so in here, oh, there's more stuff. Okay, we got stuff. Let's make this big again. All right. This pulls up and out. Okay, that's done. Get ye yonder. This opens up. World's longest unboxing, everybody. All right, so let's see. There's some more comments here that are going to come up. Yeah, so I thought the edges would be colored too. So let's take a look. So the edge, and I'll compare this to the old one, last year's model a bit. So we have silver, titanium, whatever, I don't know. Then the only color is on the back, right? And so this is, you know, not like super orange, just like melon. And if you're sad, melancholy. Yeah, if somebody else has one of these in their box, you know, come on, join in the fun. You can open it here as well with the melancholy color phone. Oh, my wife says I crack myself up, and she's absolutely right. Okay, here's the quick start. Your device, get started, do more, and all the things. I've got a person at work that always says all the things, and I like that. All right, so let's get rid of that. And when he grows up, he wants to be like me. Man, don't do that to yourself. But it's appreciated. If Larry didn't have a terrible cold right now, he joined. Man, you don't want to know what kind of physical ailments I'm fighting through to bring this content to people. I'm sacrificing myself, mind, body, and soul for you all, or something like that. I don't know. All right, I think that, okay, there's got to be more. There has to be one of those. Oh, is there a, because I don't really follow this stuff. I don't, can we get into this? Oh no, here it is. Okay. There is a hole. So this will take what looks like either a SIM chip or a memory chip, and that is yet to be determined. Obviously on the iPhone 15, they're in the US market, no more SIM chips, you know, no MOS, you know, it's all eSIM at this point. All right. Okay, in here, okay, they've made this, all right, not, I was going to say impossible to remove, but it's absolutely possible. I'm not going to take it out though, but here's your tool, your pokey, when you want to open up that little door and put a SIM chip in. And I don't have a SIM, so I can't just turn this thing on and use it, right? You have to go to T-Mobile and be like, please activate my phone. Or maybe, I don't know. When I actually activated my iPhone, it did it all automatically and sucked my number over. I was on T-Mobile and went to T-Mobile with my iPhone, and it sucked that number over automatically, and I didn't have to do anything. But I don't know if it would automatically do that, but I don't want to do that because I don't plan to use this as my primary caller at this point. Okay. All right. So there's our stuff. Let's move that to the side. And so this is the new kit, right? So this is what I'm going to try and use to some degree and see how I like it. I don't actually use an Apple Watch. My wife has an Apple Watch and she loves it. She absolutely loves it, but I'm not a, yeah, sad for you, Samsung rocks. And you know, maybe I'll get a case for it and I will make the complete migration to Samsung, because I now use a Samsung laptop and I now have a tablet as well. And the reason I have the tablet is because I wanted to use this as an extra screen for the laptop using Dex or whatever it's called. So I'm doing that. So yeah, I'm kind of all in on the Samsung ecosystem, but you know, like on the Apple side of the house, I personally only use 2 devices. So I've got a little iPad, which probably isn't even charged right now. And then I use my daily driver phone, which I use all the time. But everybody else in my family, they're all Apple. And I guess really my primary need for the iPhone, other than I just think it's really easy to use, is I can find and track my kids with it. And I suppose if we were all on the Samsung ecosystem, we could do that too. Or I could use like a third party app potentially if we were mixed family. I don't know. And Larry says, yes, Android rules. Join the light side of the force. I don't know. I'm on the dark side still. Okay, so I'll pull this off in a minute, but let's do a little comparison. So here's the old one. Let me see. I'll take it out of this case. Too bad the cases won't work for each other. Maybe they would. I don't think so. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. Oh yeah, they are absolutely different. So on the new S24, it is much more square. I don't know if you can really see that or not. Let's do it this way on the bigger camera. Maybe it'll do it better. I'm gonna hide my face so it'll focus, or maybe it won't. There it goes. I don't know if you can see the difference, but it's this new one is much squarer and blockier than the old one. And cameras physically on the outside, and it's kind of hard to see this, are the same kind of setup. You know, you got the 3 and then the 2 little guys and then the light there in the middle. On top, there are, this is a very technical kind of situation here. There are 2 holes, but only 1 hole on the old one. On this side, switches are identical. And then you also have this little, whatever that line is right there in the finish. It's also on the S23, and then the large and small button, and then whatever this little cover is, exactly the same. On the bottom, okay, you can see. All right, so SIM chip is in the same spot, a hole, USB-C. On the older model, there's another small hole immediately to the side of the USB-C, which this does not have. Then you have a speaker, which is kind of like a grill, and this is just an oval. And then you have the stylus. And let's see, spring-loaded. Hey, spring-loaded works, so they both work. So let's pull these out. And obviously, you can see there is a distinct color difference between the 2. Gosh, it doesn't. I can't tell if it's really focusing well. Buttons are in the same place, but the styli, maybe identical. Yeah, I'm thinking these bad boys are the same. The tip is slightly different on the old model as opposed to the new model, but they are even the printing looks the same on them. So I'm thinking they just took that directly from one model to the next. All right, get in there and get in there. All right, so that carries us through the comparison of these 2. Now let's get over here, and I am not going to try and take it out of the case because this case is a beast to get off. So, you know, on the back, you can see, you know, this physically looks very similar to the old model. So not a lot of differences there. You can see that the cameras are what they are. You know, I don't know all the specs to this phone off the top of my head, but apparently the zoom on the new version is better than the old version, even though I think there's a lower resolution and they have to crop more, or maybe there's higher resolution, but there's less optical zoom. But since there are so many more pixels when you crop, it still gives you a better effect than the old one. So it's interesting. Yeah. So the word on the street here that I'm seeing is the stylus hasn't changed in 5 years. So right on. Yeah. Like I said, this is only my 2nd year, and I actually am trading this one in. So I won't have the legacy set of phones to compare to down the line, because these things are not cheap, and I'm trading it in to get this one. So anyway, here we go. You can see the size, and with the case on, this is a lot thicker. Obviously, this will thicken up with the case, and that's that. All right. Yeah, I think we'll continue on and see if we can get this thing set up and working. And I wonder if I can zoom this Ozbot camera in. And I think I can. Let me run over here and let's see. This is set on wide. This is now medium and narrow, medium. Okay. Yeah, I can zoom in some. All right, so let's work with this zoom. That might make things a little bit better for everybody. And now let's pull this off. Oh gosh, I broke a nail. My goodness. Look at that, everybody. Man, the pain. Such is life, and it's a challenge here, everybody. Oh goodness. Oh, that was nice. There was a bubble in it though. Look at that. Totally a bubble. And it's still nice and sticky. I can use this to get the stuff off. All right. I don't have a case yet, and I don't have a screen protector yet. But one thing that I was looking at is a lot of people said that the screen protectors really take away from the anti-reflective finish that's on this, and really ruin that, which is unfortunate, but such is life. Now let's see if I can get this guy to fire up for you. I don't even know which button is the power button on this. Let's try the bottom button. Come on, everybody. Is it the bottom button or is it one of the volume lockers? Oh, that's it. Bottom button it is. All right. Let's see if it will work with this and be clear enough so you can see what's going on. It's kind of not really. Completely get my hands out of here. All right, I guess you can see. All right, so let's we'll walk through the setup together and see how that goes. And I'll zoom in a little bit more, maybe. All right. So I'm at 52%. Welcome, start, and English. So I'm going to leave it on English. Let's start, and I'm going to agree to everything. Oh, agree to all. I don't think I really have a lot of choice, but here we go. I'm gonna, like an old person, put my glasses up on my bald head. All right, let's agree to that. And easy setup with another device. I just want to set it up manually, so let's go that route. And we're going to choose a Wi-Fi network, and let's use a McCoy. And now I'm going to. Oh, you don't get to see my password. Oh, and look. So as I was putting that in, it found a watch. So now I'm confused. I don't know what to do. So do I close this, or do I do this now and then come back to this other stuff? It looks like this one is on top. Oh, all right. Well, it went away. So let's just connect to Wi-Fi. Maybe I shouldn't have scrolled on the watch. Preparing for mobile connection. Get this back in here. So I can transfer SIM from another device, scan QR code, search for mobile plans, or set up later in settings. I am not going to connect this to a mobile network, so I'll do that later in settings, or I might not ever do it. Sorry, everybody. We'll see what happens. All right, copy apps and data. You can choose to transfer your apps, photos, contacts, Google account, and more. Let's go. Maybe it'll just let me log in with my Samsung account and do things that way. Use your other device. I don't want to use another device. Let's just say we can't do that. Because I don't really want to do that. But if it was going to be something cool, like using a... all right, so let's log into my Google account, if I can remember what it is. Oh. Jiles at Jiles. And I've input that. And yeah. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I really don't know what it is. I don't ever use this. This is usually where things would get edited out while I try and figure it out. Oh, hey, I figured it out. Okay, now to help keep your account safe, Google wants to make sure it's really you trying to sign in. Open the YouTube app on your iPhone. Hey, look, I do have an iPhone, and I did get a notification. Yes, it's me. I clicked on it. Add a phone number. I do not want to add a phone number. Skip. Sorry, I'm not going to do that. I don't really want to use this as a phone right now. I'll agree to all that stuff. Getting account information. Exciting. Just because I wanted an orange phone. Okay, Galaxy Tab S9 FE backup. So that's my tablet. Restore data from another device. I'm not going to restore. I'm just going to take this one straight. And I'm going to take all of those items. All right, and I'm going to use face recognition. Continue. Set secure screen lock first. For added security, before you can register your face, you need to set a secure screen lock, PIN, password, or pattern. Okay, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that off screen. Okay, now it's going to register my face. So let's go back into, all right, so take off your glasses to continue, it says. Didn't like that. Oh, I didn't even have to do this thing where you take your face and turn it all around like that. It just registered it. Okay. Oops. So I skipped a couple of things. So we'll go more and then use your location, allow scanning, install updates, accept. Now it's checking. Access your assistant with Hey Google. Okay, sure. More. I agree to all those things. Yeah, I can do everything. Maybe I can let it use my old other voice clips. Access your assistant without unlocking your device. No, I want to unlock it first. All right, so I skipped that, and we're now getting our phone ready. Okay, we're 43 minutes into unboxing and setting up a phone and a watch, so not super fast here. Samsung account, just one account. Yes, I have a Samsung account, and I will log into that now. I hope. Oh, it looks like it let me do that. Hold on. Or not. Let's try again. Okay, and then I'll just let that stuff and I'll agree. Enter the code we sent to your other Galaxy devices. Okay, all of those devices are completely dead. I have no way to get those codes. Okay, I didn't get the verification codes because those things are, okay, so I will use another number. Okay. Text it to me, thank you. All right, this is the most painful part. Send it. Okay, let's put this code in. All right. I'm not going to do anything with a Samsung wallet. Oh, actually, yeah, maybe. Let's continue on that one. I'll set a pin for this. It's getting things ready. I don't know how long I'm going to have to sit for this. Add a payment card? No. I'm going to let it use that while we're doing it, but I'm going to skip adding a payment card. I'm going to agree to all of those things. I'm going to leave it on light. And I'm now all set up with a finish. All right. I don't know what background that is. It is something kind of weird. But okay, so we're now 46 minutes in to the setup. And now I need to somehow sync this watch here. If I tap on this or spin this thing, is it going to do anything? I guess I have to go into the app. I really want it to do what it did before, where it says it found it and it made it really easy. If I push a button, get started in the Galaxy Wearable app on your phone. All right, so gosh, this is where things get really kind of rough for me. Let's look for Galaxy Wearable app. I wonder if it's already installed. Oh, look, and then it just completely closed that window. That's not cool. Maybe it's installed somewhere. Maybe it's under Samsung. Smart things. Oh, yeah, I bet that's it. Continue. Allow. Confirm. And the haptics are going off right now pretty hardcore. Maybe I need to click that. I guess you needed to confirm it on both sides. Software is now downloading. Let's continue with all that stuff. And we will allow all those things. And then we're going to allow all those things. And we're going to agree to all those things. Now it's going to get the watch ready. All right. We have a off topic, which is great. Off topic, would a pair of Stark SW15 have more output than a pair of SVS SB2000 Pros? I'm trying to remember back because I measured the SB2000s a really long time ago. And I think the Starks will have more output. But I would really, I mean, that's been a long time ago. So and I've never done the direct comparison of those two. But I think it would have a little bit more output than the 2000. Yeah. Maybe that's a future video I can do because I've got those measurements. So you just pull them out and do a straight comparison. It would be a pretty quick one to do. So Marv, are you thinking about getting the SW15s? They also have the SW15Ps now as well. So, oh look, getting Google account information. And it's got the cool little swirly ball with all the little dots. I'm in Hawaii, and 2 SW15 costs $1,400. Oh, that's a steal in Hawaii. I mean, shipping to get anything out there is an arm and a leg. That's yeah. Shipping is always rough. So yeah, 2 for $1,400 is not a bad deal out there. I wonder if there are dealers that have the SVS SB2000 in stock that they bring over in bulk, and they have a better cost on shipping to Hawaii. That's interesting. I've never really thought about that kind of comparison. So maybe there are dealers. I would check with the dealers and see what the cost of SB2000s are out there for ones they might have in stock already. I guess it depends where you are in Hawaii, which island, and what they have on the islands. But $1,400 for 2 15s from Stark is a good deal, regardless of anything else in the big picture. I mean, the retail on one is $900 or $999, and they're 50% off right now with the pre-order sale, which I've heard is going to be ending here pretty soon, but we'll find out. Okay, let's sign into my Google account. So I'm going to next, and which pin do they want? I did a lot of pins. That's not that one. Is it this one? Oh, that's that one. Okay. I'm trying to keep it from showing all my passwords to everybody in the world. Here, we can put it here on the big screen like this. Haha. You can just watch me do stuff now. Select apps for your watch. Okay. Maybe we can go back down here. Installed on my device are those 3 things, which, okay, whatever. Those are the recommended for watch. Sure. Looks good. Apps will install when your watch is charging and connected to Wi-Fi. Okay. Continue. Automatic watch backup. Sure. Smart switch uses these permissions. Okay. Checking for smart switch on your watch. Smart switch uses these permissions. Okay. Set your wearing preferences. It's going to be on my left wrist and button position right of screen. That's what I've got set up. Okay. Always on display. Get information. Okay. Yeah, sure. Get help in emergency. Sure. Track your daily activity. Okay. Understand you sleep for better rest. I'm never going to wear this thing when I sleep, guys. Just not going to happen. Get your heart rate. Got heart rate zone guidance while you're running. Okay. Jog. I don't know that I really run. Take your running to a new level with advanced metrics. I don't think it's going to take my running to a new level, but it might tell me that I'm going to die. So my local Best Buy carries them for $900 each, $1,800. Yeah, that's not bad. I think you'd probably still come out ahead of the game with the SW15s, but like I said, I can do that video down the line. Although it's way down the line because I have a ton of junk that I need to deal with. I have a lot of videos to make. All right, take your running to the next level. Okay, yes, take it to the next level. So okay, here, this is interesting. So it says take your running to the next level, and then the very next one is get notified when an irregular heart rhythm is detected. These must be connected in some way, is what I'm thinking. Oh, and I've only got 5 minutes before Instagram cuts me off, by the way, so it only lets us go for an hour. Next, finishing up. And I think maybe we'll be done within 5 minutes, and we can call this a night. Now, next week we'll be back, and I will have a guest of someone. I don't know who it is yet, but people are signed up, and I'm working through getting your schedule right now. And then I'm also looking for co-hosts. So if you have any other folks that are on social media that you would like to act as a co-host, let me know. I'll reach out to them. I'm always looking for more and more folks. Okay. So let's, okay, now my watch says it's starting, and monitor your health. Heart health quickly and easily. Install the Samsung Health Monitor on your phone now. I don't want to do that now. Let's not do that. Let's look at watch faces. Ooh, let's go. All right, so let's use the there's a cat. I don't really like that. Informative info board. Oh, that's our. All right, we're gonna pause here. And we're gonna take a tour of the watch. There's stuff's going on the same. Oh, that was kind of cool. Swipe down from the top to open the quick panel. All right, and there we go. Swipe up to go back to the watch face. All right, okay. I like that watch face already. Finding your apps. Okay, next. For apps, swipe up from the bottom edge. Okay, and there they are. Swipe down to go back to the watch face. All right, and checking notifications. Next. Swipe right for notifications and tap to open this notification. All right. Swipe right from the edge to go back to the previous screen. Okay. Swipe left to go back to the watch face. All right. And about tiles. Okay. Let's learn about tiles. Swipe left for tiles. Oh, daily activity. Press the home key to go to the watch face from any screen. I like that. That's the emergency escape button. That's it. Enjoy your watch. Come on, let me in. Swipe to open. All right. Okay. Orange dot indicates there's new notifications. All right. Okay. And then I guess you get there. All right. Tips, get more tips and review. Let's go back to the main screen here. Okay. And yeah, I like it. Let's customize this. Update stretched time. Oh, I guess maybe that's what this is called, stretch time. Let's update it. I don't know, maybe there's a old version of stretched time on here. Apparently there is, because as soon as I did that, that went black. So they're obviously talking. And so let's see. There's a lot of watch faces. It'd be nice if I could pair this watch with my iPhone. Isn't it sad for me to say that? Marv, you are very welcome. Thanks for watching. All right, we are 3 minutes till I think Instagram is going to blow up on us. Although it's really cool that Instagram works at all now. In the past, it was really hard to play in the Instagram kind of sandbox with broadcasting. And I have no idea how long this is going to take to update. It's taking a sweet time. We'll just let it sit. Oh, there we go. 83%. All right. I think this is enough. I think we have made it through, and people have seen kind of the process of setting up, opening, and dealing with a new S24 and watch. And one of the things I want to point out is that I think this generation of camera or phone really, let's remove that, really has taken us to the next generation of competition. In the past, it was always about the hardware, right? That was the thing. Now, though, I think it's going to be all about the software, the AI, and all the software that's embedded into the devices. The cameras are good enough. The battery life's good enough. All these things are good enough. It's now going to be competition amongst the different pieces of software. And obviously here, the big two are going to be Android versus iOS on the Apple side. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and call it today. Thank you so much for joining. Look forward to being live in this time period every week now. So every Tuesday at 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific, and 9 Eastern, we'll be live, covering everything from TVs to subwoofers to AI, to anything that is entertainment technology related. Is fair game for the show. And I have a lot of companies coming on. Already got Kef, like I said before, and Storm Audio and Trenov and blah, 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 a lot more. If I hear AI one more time, I'm going to poke my eye. Well, be ready, because AI is the biggest advancement for humanity since the introduction of electricity. It is that significant. It will change our life as much as electricity changed our lives. And that is going to be a huge change. And I do solidly believe that, over the next 20 years, hopefully before I die, the world's going to be a completely different place, and it's very exciting. All right, so see you guys next week. Thanks. And Marv, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. Everybody else, like, subscribe, all that stuff. And go subscribe to David. And I don't know if I ever pronounced your name correctly. Is it Susilo or Susilo? But David S. Unscripted, really good content, very thoughtful. He is very knowledgeable on a level that I don't quite get to, as far as the implementation of a lot of this hi-fi equipment, particularly theater, in a professional environment. So he is a wealth of information. Go check his stuff out. Highly recommended. I watch it, and if I watch it, there's value there. Again, thanks everybody, and I'll see you guys in the next one.